So what was required was an idea about how to change from a consumer society into some better model of a society. The idea was to invent what it was that we naturally were able to participate in. The things that we've always done as people. The kinds of laughing together, the kind of singing together. Is it always about this kind of thing, that we've always been together as people? And now we live in a time when there were 6.5 billion of us. That's an enormous number. There were just so many of us, and we're trying to be all very good consumers. But what is the meaning of life? What does it all mean? Most people think there isn't an answer. And some people think that perhaps there's a God involved. But why don't people actually take a good look at what they are, where they've come from? They'll find themselves midway between all of the ancestors and all of the descendants. This is the way it's always been. It's the way it continues to be. Mankind has come a long way in a very short time. But the things that made it such a great species are still within us. The primal patterns of our involvement in this world, our continual involvement over all of those centuries, those millennia. It's all there, it's contained within our genome. We're born of this process. But now it's the next level of evolution, the next thing must begin. We need to rise above the simple and the primitive and become one with the entire species. We have to form a relationship with the entire biosphere. This is our destiny. It's what we're supposed to do. And if I'm successful in you understanding this process, then you'll find that if you understand what it is that I'm trying to tell you, then everything will be solved. The problems of the world will dissolve away over the coming centuries as people realise that they're more than just a domesticated animal. They're a wise creature, a creature born to understand. The revolution will be when we recognise ourselves as being truly human and become one with a culture that will span the distant centuries yet to come. The culture that will look back and say that we were the ones in our time that saw the error, solved the problems, and became what we could become as a species. We're the ones that set the foundations by which all humanity, throughout all time, will continue to be. Spread the word, understand the story, put yourself in the picture, and everything will be as it should be. We don't want it to end in tragedy though. We want to be the ones that made the paradise that extended throughout all time and throughout all history.